Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report. It is wrong. What are you doing about it? Credit Sanitizer has these solutions for you. You just need to call 800-306-1990. Visit creditsanitizer.com. Jeff Sipes and his team do a great job for the listeners of Ron Siegel Radio, so give us a call. You should be checking your credit report all the time anyway. myfico.com, that's where I go to check mine. I get a email many times a day just telling me about what's going on my credit report. I did it for a couple reasons, not because I need the credit score help. We all do, because my report's just as wrong as everybody else's. But the issue is that way I can see when a number changes, I look at why and what impact that activity had on my credit report. 6 of the most life-changing financial mistakes and how to avoid them. Personal finance, such a broad and deep body of knowledge, so it's hard to feel like you can completely master financial literacy. The good news is you don't have to become an expert to be financially secure. In many cases, avoiding the biggest financial mistakes, split-second decisions, or habits that spiral out of control can change the entire course of your life. First off, not having the right insurance. Insurance premiums can feel like a waste until you have to cover significant losses out of pocket. Imagine having to cover the cost of a rental car that was totaled while you were driving it because you declined coverage, didn't use the right credit card, didn't confirm that your personal insurance covered it. Adequate insurance is important for protecting yourself and your assets. For most people, that includes homeowners, long-term disability, health, and life insurance. Sinking money into trendy investments. Social media hype and fear of missing out will tempt you to jump on the hottest investment trends, even though you're not completely sure what you're investing in or why. Fast-moving investments often crash just as quickly as they soared, which could cost you your entire investment if you're not careful. More if you borrowed money to invest. Because investing always involves some degree of risk, it's important to consider what you're willing to lose before committing your money. Not saving for retirement early. In your 20s and 30s, retirement seems so far away that you may not make it a priority. However, waiting till your 40s or 50s to start saving means you've lost years of compound interest, where interest added to your deposits multiplies your earnings. Postponing your retirement savings means you'll work longer and save more aggressively to be able to retire comfortably. Investing $250 each month at 7% will give you $304,992 after 30 years. If you only have 15 years left until retirement, you'd have to invest $960 each month to get to the same number. Not focusing on your credit early enough. Living with a low FICO score comes with challenges. Many of your options are constrained by your credit, which means you may have to make some expensive choices. For instance, you may have to rent longer instead of purchasing a home and building equity. Poor credit can leave you vulnerable to high interest rates and predatory loans and may raise your insurance costs. Prioritizing your FICO score doesn't just allow you to qualify for better loans, it improves the quality of your life. Blowing an inheritance. Most people aren't prepared to have access to a large sum of money at all and to get that at once. When beneficiaries don't have the behaviors and skills to preserve a large amount of money, it often gets spent pretty quickly. It's been observed that 70% of wealth is lost by the second generation. If you learn you're going to receive a sizable inheritance, consult with a financial professional to help you make the most of it. A tax attorney, accountant, or financial advisor can advise you on your options. Not negotiating your salary. Taking a salary offer without negotiating costs you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. ZipRecruiter estimated a loss of $750,000 over the course of a career for a person accepting a $40,000 offer versus negotiating up to $45,000. That's because your current salary impacts the raises you receive and serves as a baseline for negotiating new job offers. It's natural to be worried about asking for more. Try preparing to boost your confidence and refine your approach. The long-term payoff is worth the risk. While some money mistakes affect your money more than others, Every situation is an opportunity to learn and do better. You never make 100% of your decisions correctly, but learning to avoid the biggest blunders can add to your lifetime earning potential, relieve a lot of financial stress, and make life much easier. That is Your Credit Matters, brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report, it's wrong. They all are. I've been looking at credit reports for the better part of 4 decades. I don't know if I should say that out loud or not, but I have. And I've yet to see a credit report that I could not find an error on it. And I'll tell you my own, it's got errors all the time because one credit card company has my name wrong. No matter how many times I've told them to correct it, they don't. So I correct the report. They change my name to the wrong name. I have an error on my report. I go back to the credit bureau. I tell them that that's wrong. And the next month we have the same activity over and over again. Doesn't always affect the score, but it is an error on the report. If that's wrong, what else is wrong? I mean, like I said, I've seen the highest credit score I've seen is an 834. 850 is perfect, but I've seen an 834, highest number I've seen. And yes, that report had errors on it as well. I'm just telling you, they're all wrong. That's the Your Credit Matters segment, brought to you by creditsanitizer.com.